This faceless Instagram account has made over $180,000 in the last couple years. She doesn't have millions of followers and she never shows her face. So today, I'm going to show you how you can steal the same concept for free. With so much bad online business advice floating around the internet, I thought that you deserved to hear about this strategy that is making money like clockwork. The best part is that all this can be done without ever having to get in front of a camera or show your face. So without further ado, let's jump into it. This Etsy store has generated close to $180,000 in sales since opening just 3 years ago. We can see this by looking at her total sales, which is just over $9,000, and multiplying it by her average listing price, which is about $20. And in case you don't believe me, you can go check her Instagram where she actually shares all her revenue stats. What makes her store unique is not about her products. There are thousands of other stores selling simple budget trackers and financial resources. What makes this seller brilliant is how she sells them. Let me explain. Most people starting on Etsy have to spend thousands of dollars on ads just to start getting sales. Again, they don't like to tell you that in those get-rich-quick videos on YouTube. But what if I told you that there's another way? After digging deeper, I realized this seller is using a faceless Instagram account as her customer lead source. Her content on Instagram is mostly just simple little notes like these, talking about saving money and building wealth. She gets millions of impressions every month for free from people who are actually interested in this topic. So think of it like a funnel. People go on Instagram and they see her content. Some of those people then follow her account. Then she lightly promotes her products that are related to the content she shares. And finally, over 9,000 of her 100,000 followers have clicked in and actually bought those products. Pretty brilliant, right? But what does this mean for you? Well, let me show you just how easy this entire business would be to replicate and even automate using AI. Step 1, start a faceless Instagram account about finance and wealth. We will need to come up with content topics and ideas, but since I know nothing about finance or budgeting, I'll come to ChatGPT. All you have to do is ask ChatGPT for 30 viral content ideas about building wealth. As you can see, some of these titles are super catchy and will for sure get people to stop scrolling and take a look. Step 2, start making the content. I'll be showing you how easy it is to reproduce content like hers using Canva and the ChatGPT generated topic list. As an example, let's take the idea millionaire habits and ask ChatGPT to write a short list of habits used by millionaires. Now that we have this simple bulleted list, we can easily make a catchy slide post on Canva listing those out. But while you're doing this, think about who your audience is and try to use a color scheme that fits their overall vibe. Step 3, start posting. I would recommend posting once a day, especially since My Wealth Diary has built her audience to over 109,000 in 3 years using this strategy. When you start, you can use finance hashtags so people searching for this kind of content can find you. Now, getting that initial traction will take a few weeks, so you want to simultaneously start on step 4, which is creating your digital products. So here you have a few options. You can either pay someone to build something really amazing, or you can come to Canva and find a pre-made template for a net worth tracker. I did both so you can see the difference. Here's a simple net worth tracker on Canva that you can customize with your own fonts and colors. Now, it gets the job done, but since there is so much competition on Etsy, people might realize that they can probably get something better for the same price. So if you want to see something that really takes this to the next level, I paid an artist on Fiverr $200 to build me a full wealth dashboard that looks like this. You can track your assets and your liabilities, and there's a really cool dashboard that shows you your live progress over time. I paid $200 to have that built, but I dropped a link below where you can download it for free. Just make sure to change the colors a little bit so it looks a little different. Step 5, once you have an audience and a product built, you can start lightly promoting it, but you don't want to post big in-your-face ads. Otherwise, Instagram's algorithm will actually suppress your content. You need to be covert and do what My Wealth Diary does. I call it organic content marketing. Basically, she puts useful content first, followed by a light call to action. We all know how annoying social media ads are, so finding creative ways to subtly blend your product into the helpful content is a pro maneuver. Step 6, be patient and continue to improve your content. Like I said, I'm here to give you honest advice. So in full transparency, this isn't going to turn you into a millionaire overnight. But if you are patient and continuously make your content better, increasing your chances of going viral, you will have a profitable online business like hers within a few months. The reason I know this is because I've personally used this model to make over 100K within another niche online, so you know it's the real deal. I'll be sharing all the juicy details for that business in a future video, so make sure you're subscribed to see that story soon. Step 7, I'm actually going to give a bonus point here on how I think this seller could improve her content and her margins and make even more money. If you don't know, Etsy takes 6.5% plus listing fees, which adds up over time. So if she sells 1,000 products at $20 a pop, then Etsy's actually taking a decent chunk of change. I think this seller could actually benefit from starting her own site in addition to her Etsy listings. Look, the Etsy store could still do its thing within the Etsy algorithm, and since she already has reviews and a solid customer base, she'll be fine. But she could also create her own single landing page site. Creating a landing page is super simple. We can come to a website like Wix or any other website builder and easily design a cool landing page for your site where you can keep 100% of the profits. No other companies are getting into your pockets. Check this out. I made this one in less than 10 minutes using one of Wix's pre-made templates. Step 8. Once she has her own more profitable landing page set up, she can come back to Instagram. If you've made it this far in the video, then this is where you're going to learn what I would actually do if this was my account. And I honestly think that if she does this, she'll 10x her profits. Basically, what she's been doing directly or indirectly is building a personal brand online. Like my YouTube channel thus far, she just has the added benefit that she hasn't shown her face. Oh, and by the way, if we get this video to 10,000 likes or 1,000 comments, I will show my face. But anyways, she's been building a personal brand in the finance niche, meaning over 100,000 people now look to her for guidance in budgeting, finance, and saving. It's a pretty powerful spot to be. So if she were one of my private clients, I would advise her to make a mini course that outlines how to get your savings in order. For whatever reason, they don't teach that stuff in school, and let's be honest, a lot of us could use that kind of knowledge. The reason that I say that she could be making 10x is because this is super scalable. I call this concept build once, sell twice. And really, that means you could sell an infinite number of times, but build once, sell twice sounds better. And in case you haven't noticed, all your favorite creators are doing this. Iman Gadzhi shut down his agency to go all in on his personal brand. Jordan Welsh talks about e-com, but really he's building his personal brand. Andrew Tate talks about everything, but really he's building his personal brand. They all tell you about dropshipping or SMMA or e-com, but by the time they start telling you about the personal brand concept, it's gonna be too late. And that's exactly what I work on with my private clients. Either with building an actual personal brand showing your face, or with a digital version of it. So all in all, I hope this video was helpful in terms of putting together content that works, but also positioning yourself as an expert within some sort of a niche and building some sort of a personal or digital brand. And again, feel free to download that net worth tracker. You could use it as a digital product or even a lead magnet for your business. And I'm excited to see what you guys do with this.